Hello everyone, good morning from here in Bali, or good afternoon or good night from wherever you are in the world. It is now 8:45 in the morning here in Bali, which means it's exactly 12 hours ahead of where I'm from in Toronto, Canada, which is 8:45 p.m. So coming in to say good morning and hi, and let's chat money beliefs. Just give you a little tour. It's a beautiful day here today, so give you a little tour of beautiful sunny blue skies. Got my little Dorothy flamingo here. Good morning everyone. What a beautiful morning. Anyways, now we can get going. Always want to start the day with gratitude, so let's chat money. There are so many money beliefs that are out there that could potentially be holding everyone back when they're starting a business, especially solopreneurs, that they may not even notice are holding them back. There's even, beliefs that you gotta save for a rainy day, or, you gotta work hard, pull your bootstraps up and work hard for your money, and all of these different things that, potentially could be holding people back from attracting more abundance and attracting more money. Hi, whoever just signed in, welcome. There's so many limiting beliefs that could be holding you back that you don't even realize are holding you back from attracting money and keeping money. And then, of course, you have the limiting beliefs that could potentially be holding you back. Those are the feelings of being unworthy, having a problem charging for what you're worth. They could be the feelings of really not respecting anybody who has a lot of money. If you're someone who thinks that anybody who has a lot of money is evil or just lucky, or, you have negative thoughts about anyone who has a lot of money, then, and you don't respect them, no matter how much you work hard for money, you're gonna have a self-sabotaging part of you that will self-sabotage, because if you don't respect people who have money, no matter what you do, you will never let yourself be someone who has a lot of money. Then there's the feelings of, feeling guilt around making money because I'm purpose-driven and I'm not money-driven. There's so many things that come into play around money and your finances that could be holding you back from keeping it or holding it. There's anxiety around being able to manage the amount of money that you have coming to you. So somehow it all just ends up disappearing, or it disappears and you've spent it all. There's so many things that could be holding you back, and there's so many things that play that's an underlining belief or thought that keeps on playing in your head that literally pushes money away from you. No matter how hard you work in your business, it actually pushes money away, which is terrible, and we don't want that. So I am here to talk about different money beliefs that you could potentially be having that you don't even know about, and how to rewire them, and different positive tips and tricks that you can use to be able to kind of counter them so that you can embrace abundance and embrace money in your life, know your worth, and feel good about your finances and all of the money that you have coming to you in your life. So I have different examples of money beliefs that I've seen from my clients, and obviously the basic ones. The biggest one is feeling bad for wanting to make money, or feeling bad for the money that you have, or feeling guilty about charging your prices, and feeling guilty about the money that you are making or want to charge or want to make. Being here in Bali, in a very spiritual community, there's a lot of purpose-driven solopreneurs out here, and there's so much guilt around making money, and this is a big thing. Like, it's almost like there's more judgment if you are money driven and you want to be making money, because it's like, oh, I'm not focused on money, I'm not driven by money, I'm driven by the purpose I want to give in this world, and I would give all my things for free if I could, because I want to do the best and do good in this world. Beautiful thought, I love it. But have you ever thought that if you actually make money, you can do more good in the world? So I truly believe that money can't necessarily buy you happiness, but money does provide you freedom, and money provides you freedom to do the things that you care about, and the beautiful birds, the money that gives you the freedom to be the best version of yourself. Money is not good, money is not evil, it is not something that you can judge as such. It is a catalyst to expand whatever you are. Yes, there are people out there that are evil, that have money, that have done evil things. That is terrible. But who you are, that will expand with more money. You will have the freedom to do the things you want with your time. You will have the freedom to give the things that you want with the money that you have. Whoever you are and whatever your intentions are, money gives you the ability to be more of that. So, feeling guilty about charging what you want, feeling guilty about being driven for money doesn't make sense, because the more money you have, the more good you can do. And, if you're charging people, and if you're not charging people, if you're giving things away for free and you're giving huge discounts, I know I've been a part of the digital nomad community for a really long time, personal development community for a really long time. I have been given so many amazing, amazing courses that probably could have changed my life for free. And because they were free, as much as I took it seriously, there's some sort of disconnect. And every single time you give your course or product or anything away for free, there is a disconnect between the person who is receiving it and you, because you, no matter how amazing you are, no matter how much you push yourself and you're gonna give the best service you possibly can to this person, there is a disconnect, and you won't push yourself because you don't feel aligned with the pricing that you gave. And the person did not invest in themselves. You took their opportunity to invest in themselves, to take it seriously and really, really push themselves to work in it. So if you give your services or your products away for free or at a huge discount, they do not take it as seriously. I have promised I would take things seriously. I've gotten things for free. I've done them. But it isn't until I actually decided I wanted to invest in myself, put money down on something, took it seriously, and made transformation with the things that I purchased and the courses that I purchased. There can still be transformations, and you still will do a good job for sure. But if you sell your services for what they're worth, and actually a little bit more, if you push yourself a little bit more, especially as women, we tend to undervalue our products and services. If you up your prices just a little bit, that pushes you to push so freaking hard, because you want to prove to yourself and to the person that purchased it that you are worth that much. So if you price yourself just a little bit out of your comfort zone, not too high, not too much so that you're like freaking out and you're like, oh my god, I don't know if this is going to be worth it, and like freak out, because that is out of alignment too. But if you push yourself just a little bit higher than what price you think you should be charging, you're going to make yourself be the best person you can possibly for that thing, and the person is going to be charged. They're going to have the opportunity to invest in themselves, and there is going to be that alignment. So being this purpose-driven solopreneur who wants to give everything away for free and give big discounts because you want to serve the world and serve the people, you are losing their opportunity to invest in themselves and take it seriously. There are times I wish that people who gave me courses for free made me purchase it, because I would have taken it more seriously. I would have made a bigger transformation by making that conscious decision in myself. And your services are going to be out there, and your services are going to be amazing for the right person. If someone isn't willing to put the amount of effort into it, or the amount of investment into it, they're not that serious, and you're going to find you're going to meet the vibration of someone who is, because there are people out there who want your service and resonate with you. And if they aren't it, that's perfectly fine. Get in alignment with who is and find those people. And the more that you push people, the more that you don't accept the things that are not serving you, the more space you provide, and the more you tell the universe exactly what it is that you want, and open space for that to come into your life. So that is my rant about being purpose-driven and not money-driven. There is a huge one that I found a lot lately, actually, which is specifically around this idea that so many women and so many of my clients even if they feel comfortable with money, they're like, yeah, money's great. I want money. I work hard for my money. I'm making a bunch of money. I have no problem attracting money. It is wonderful. Great. They get the money. They attract it. They have no problem making it in their life, so they're not pushing it away. They don't have limiting beliefs about how hard it is to make. They can attract it. They're abundant. Everything is wonderful. But I call them my quantum leapers. All of a sudden, there's a bunch of money that comes in, and they're like, shit, I actually don't know what to do with this money. There are so many people who get anxious about the money that they receive because they don't feel responsible to have it. They don't feel responsible. They don't know if they can handle it. They don't know what to do with it. It's actually uncomfortable for them to have that money in their life. So what happens is they lose it. And there's different ways that you can do it, whether you are someone who spends all of it and it just disappears, or someone who, or I've had so many people, and this has happened to me so many times, you make a bunch of money, things are wonderful, not really comfortable, but like you feel like you're comfortable with it, and then all of a sudden a bunch of random expenses come in, and all of a sudden it's gone. Your life hasn't changed. It's not really any different, but all of a sudden it just disappears. Or there's so many people who have raises in their life. They get big raises from their companies. Their life doesn't necessarily change that much, but somehow it all just disappears. I even have a client who has had this cycle in her life that she's amazing and wonderful and builds such amazing companies and huge things of wealth. And all of a sudden these crazy, crazy extenuating circumstances happen. She loses it all and has to start all over again. This has happened 3 or 4 times in her life for things that she had no control over. And as much as these things she had no control over, she is creating their reality. And this came and ended up stemming from a fear because when she was a child, her parents had a lot of wealth and lost it. And therefore she has this belief that when you build up wealth, you lose it. So there's this fear every single time she builds up wealth that she's going to lose it and something big is going to happen and she's going to lose it and have to start over, which has become her reality. So we've worked so hard on rematching that. So it is insane how these underlying beliefs could be self-sabotaging us in ways that we don't even know how they play out. So it's really about getting comfortable with the money that is coming into your life. Hi, whoever just joined. We're talking about money beliefs. If you have any limiting beliefs that you know of, write it in the comments and I can help you rewire them and get going. Other than that, I'm talking about all the different examples of ones that I have, or that I know my clients have had, and ones that I have too. But for ones about, accumulating money, get comfortable with having that money. And that means, getting organized with your finances, knowing where your money is coming from, feeling good about the money that is coming to you, feel good about the money that's in your life. Set goals and set priorities. Set goals about where you want to be in 5 months, in how much do you want to have invested? How much do you want to have saved? Are you saving up for a particular trip or wedding or, house or move or whatever it is? What is the thing that is important to you that you want to prioritize and make sure that you have money for? By doing that, you're going to feel excited about allocating money. And at that point, I don't necessarily agree with budgeting. I think budgeting creates more of a scarcity mindset because it's like, oh no, I can't spend in that bucket or this, or I've spent too much. So because there's not enough and I need to not spend it. Don't necessarily believe in budgeting, but I do believe in taking the money that you have, the abundant money that you have coming into you, and allocating it based on your priorities and what you want and what your goals are. And yeah, maybe you're living off of a smaller bucket, but you feel great because you feel responsible for the fact that you're setting goals, you're doing things, you're being responsible with the money that you're making. And if you do it on an allocation basis, you can have all of this money come in and you just reach those goals even faster, and you feel comfortable with the money that you have in your life because you know it's going to things that you have set as goals and priorities and are just, killing it. So all of that being said, the actual step-by-step process of rewiring money beliefs. Now, that being said, I do have a questionnaire, written out like journal prompts in how to figure out and dig a little bit deeper about where your limiting beliefs come from. If anybody wants that, definitely 100% message me. If you DM me, I will send that to you. It's free. It's a page of a bunch of different journal prompts, step by step on how to rewire your beliefs, and also affirmations to use. If you want that, definitely DM me. But first things first is journaling about where you think your money beliefs come from. And simply put, looking into what your beliefs and your story is around money, what you think about money, how you feel about money, and also what your parents thought about money. How did your parents, what did they teach you about money? How did they act? What was their relationship with money growing up? There's a lot of things, whether we are taught it from our parents or we want to counter what our parents did when we were a kid because we don't want to be like them, stems from our parents, because we aren't taught this as kids. So how do we know other than what our parents teach us and what we're taught as kids? So taking a look at where all of that stems from is the first step in really determining and seeing where these potentially harmful limiting beliefs can come from in money. Once you have those, then it is a matter of, creating a new affirmation to counter that. Now, if we just have an affirmation that we say, like, I am going to make $100,000 this year, I'm going to make $1 million this year. If you just have this affirmation, or you say, I am abundant, even though you don't feel you are abundant, if you just spurt out the opposite of what your limiting belief is as an affirmation, your body's going to end up freaking out, being like, no, it's not true. And it actually is counterintuitive and doesn't actually work. I love affirmations. I think they work miraculously if they're done right. Because if your body and your brain really, really does not believe in the affirmation, then it doesn't believe it, and it'll actually counter it because it'll fight it. So what you do is you take questions and answers, you question and you interrogate this limiting belief that you have, and you have questions and answers to get you to a new belief. And because you've actually interrogated the belief, you've gone through steps to get to the new affirmation, which means that your body can actually believe it a lot more than just creating a new affirmation. So for instance, if you have this belief that nobody is going to, if you raise your prices, no one's going to purchase your new product. No one's going to purchase your product or your service because you're charging too much. Now this comes into worth, this comes into a bunch of stuff, but if you have a belief that your audience and no one is willing to pay enough for your services and it's not going to be worthwhile, which I know is a really, really big limiting belief that when I first started this, I was like, my audience doesn't have a lot of money, and they're already anxious about money, they're not going to want to spend money on this, and there's just so many things that stopped me from doing this for so long. And I know a lot of my clients feel the same way, and they also have the same problem when they want to raise their prices, this idea that no one is going to want to pay, or no one's going to have the money to pay for my service when I raise the prices. So the first question is, do you provide an incredible service or transformation or product that is going to change someone's life, or drastically improve their life? And is your time and expertise in doing so worth being compensated what you want to? Do you provide an amazing service? Do you change lives? Do you improve lives? And is your time and expertise and all of the time you've spent getting the knowledge in your brain worth getting compensated for? Fuck yeah, you do. You create amazing transformations. You have amazing products. It is wonderful. What you have is effing incredible, or you would not be doing it. Are there people in this big ass vast world? Look at how many people we have in this group. It's from all over the world. Clients do not necessarily have to be in your local vicinity. And even if you have a local vicinity, like bootstrap brick and mortar store or things like that, that is location dependent, still, is there enough people in this huge world that have a budget for your product and or service? And or are there people in this world that know and need your product or service so bad that they will do anything to find the money to get what you're providing? Are there people out there in this world that need and know they need your service, where it's going to absolutely change their life? And once they realize that you're there, are they willing to do anything to purchase and get money for your product? Yeah, there are a shit ton of people out there that want what you are giving, because what you're giving is amazing. Are you, this is the hard one, are you willing to stay strong in knowing your worth and dedicate to attracting and finding the right clients that are happy to pay you for your worth? Are you willing to stay strong in your price? Are you willing to turn people down who may not have the money because they aren't necessarily your right client, because they aren't willing to dedicate and invest in themselves for the thing that you are providing? If they're not taking it seriously enough, you will find the right clients who will find anything to do what they can. And the right clients who have the budget and are willing to pay and are willing to do anything to get the money to do your service or have your product, those are your best clients. They are going to love you. They are going to have the biggest transformation, and you are going to feel so empowered because they are willing to do anything to get the results that you are willing to provide them. Are you willing to stay strong in your price? Are you willing to stay strong in finding and attracting and knowing that your people are out there and your clients are out there who are willing to pay for your service? If your answer is, I am unwavering, and this is it, I am unwavering, I am it, this is my price, this is my worth, you are unwavering, then your new rewritten thought and your new affirmation that you are going to say to yourself every single day is that your time and expertise is so incredibly valuable that there are so many people in this world excited and waiting to pay you anything to access it. And you are solid in your belief, and you are attracting these people at all times. This is a new rewired belief, and this is a new affirmation that you now say every single freaking day. You say it, you write it, you do whatever you can, and because you didn't just go from the fear-based thought of, oh my God, I don't know if I have enough people, to just all of a sudden, my time and expertise is worth it, so therefore I am unwavering and I'm going to attract my clients. Which your body might fight because you have this full solid belief and fear that people aren't there and aren't willing to pay for your service. If you are unwavering and you go through these question and answers, whatever your belief is, it could be I'm rich or I can't be rich and spiritual, save money for a rainy day, money is hard to make, I can't do good, I can't make money doing X, Y, and Z, whatever you think you can do. There's so many different limiting beliefs, and I can even write in the comments below all of the different types of limiting beliefs that there are and things that I see as a client, and even this step-by-step process that I said here, I'll write in the comments. By doing that, you can rewrite so many limiting beliefs and have new affirmations and have new wonderful thoughts and beliefs that you rewire and just counter so that you don't have anything holding you back from attracting the money that you deserve, that allows you to the freedom to be the best version of yourself. So that being said, I am Nikki Bartol. I am a certified CPA, money coach, and I am here to help you rewire these money beliefs. I'm here. I also help people with their money management techniques, so actually the technical side. So once we get through the money mindset side, I help people get through the money management as well. So how do you consciously spend and attract, or how do you consciously spend your money? How do you budget? Not necessarily budget, like I said, I don't necessarily agree with budgeting. How do you implement tips and tricks and tools to be able to have clarity and organization in your finances with joy and excitement and not anxiety? How do you manage it? How do you do and keep everything organized in a very simple way and with the way that your brain works? I'm not an accountant that gets you in, QuickBooks or Xero and tells you and teaches you how debits and credits work, because you're still going to get in there and you're not going to like it, and it's just not the way that your brain works. I help figure out a way that your brain works to get clarity and organization in your finances so that you can expand and grow in abundance and in your business by being strategic and knowing where your numbers are coming from and what is happening in your business. I just had a 2-week money training start. We're in the middle of it right now, but I have a bunch of resources and products that I am actually launching in a week. Like I said, I also have a freebie, which is a list of, which is applicable to this training, a list of journal prompts and steps and directions on how to rewire your training, your thoughts and new affirmations that can be said that are new money affirmations. If you want that completely for free, obviously, send me a DM, comment in here, and like I said in the post, I am doing a giveaway. So if you comment in here, whether it's because you want the freebie of the journal prompts and the money affirmations, or if you comment below with one of the limiting beliefs that you potentially have, I am giving away a half an hour laser focus training session. So we go through laser focused money mindset, money management, financial planning, all in half an hour directly for you. And we can actually go through and you can get my feedback on your limiting belief and how to rewire it. So that is me. Comment below, reach out to me if you want any of the resources that I have or want to learn more about what I do. You can find me on anything at Nikki Bartol, Instagram, TikTok, Clubhouse, and my website, nikkibartol.com. I hope everyone is having a wonderful night, morning, afternoon, all of the things. Mwah! Sending you all of the love and all of the abundance.